Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Mountain Lakes High School in Mountain Lakes, New Jersey, as champion athletes, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Company's performance trophies and medals, and Forum Coffee brings you this 11th annual matchup between here at the 11th annual Laker Holiday Tournament here at Mountain Lakes High School. I am your commentator, James Clarke. Alongside me on the call is Mark Sirdashney. Mark, it's a pleasure to see you. Thank you for coming on today. Just talk a little bit about what you've seen so far in the earlier rounds and what can we expect for today.
Well, in the earlier rounds, I've seen a lot of quickness and a lot of athleticism from all the gentlemen here. A lot of quick pins, a lot of quick back times, and a lot of energy.
Absolutely. It should be a lot of good matches that we see here in the finals. We saw a lot of good things in the semifinals, and as well as going into the finals match and the third place matches as well too. So while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and let's talk about our social media. You can follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit the little like button down below on our stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your teams, it's your county, it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Do you own a local business? Well, why don't you go ahead and you can provide a sponsor for us. We have limited sponsorship opportunities left for the 24-25 season. All you have to do is just click that little black box right there that says your logo here with the red text, and you'll be able to fill out your sponsorship form as well, too, so that way you can become a sponsor for GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We can make you the star of the show. We also like to take the time to thank the following sponsors for today: Denville Dental, Kohut and Son Landscaping, and Mountain Lakes Motors for providing financial support to allow us to cover the matchup here at the Mountain Lakes Holiday Tournament. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, and Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee. We're just waiting for everything to get set up here. Again, let's go ahead. We can talk about our social media. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit that little like button down below and hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site. GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We're just waiting for things to kind of get set up here just a little bit. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties with our camera, so just please bear with us. We'll be starting any second, just having the wrestlers just warm up. For our finals, Mark Sirdashney and I are on the call for the finals match, which is on the far mat on the other side. And third place is being covered by Donald J. Brower. So we'll be having our first matchup here starting at 106 pounds. We'll be starting with Aiden Riley of Mendham and Christian Venescar from Columbia. And a takedown there by Riley. Leads it 3-0.
Again, making it 3-0 early, making sure of that early momentum here in this bout.
Absolutely, and he runs the arm bar as well. See if we can try and do that there with more than 30 seconds into the first period, and Riley running that arm bar as well too.
Very impressive arm bar here by Riley.
Definitely. And the referee's looking in the middle. Get 4 swipes right there. Minute left to go in the first period. And they'll be making it a 7-0 match here for Riley of Mendham. Already jumping out to a 7-0 lead is Aiden Riley of Mendham.
Aiden Riley here using his quickness and his ability here to control the match.
And he's running the arm bar yet again, too. He's going to stack up some more points here. about 30 seconds left to go in the first, and he gets the pin for Mendham, and he is your Laker Holiday Tournament champion at 106 pounds. Again, we apologize. We are still working through our technical difficulties with our Garden State HS Wrestling camera, but we will make sure that we get that figured out momentarily. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com. James Clarke here, along with Mark Sirdashney, covering the Laker Holiday Tournament Finals. Going up at 113 pounds now, we have Francesco DeMari of Parsippany, and we have Giovanni Conte from Hanover Park. And Conte already in that front headlock and trying to get in on the single and finishing that takedown is DeMari. He's going to get the takedown, make it 3-0.
Yeah, and early takedowns, making it easy to get those easy points.
Most definitely, and that's one of the things when you're looking at, like, you know, the changing of the scorings now is, you know, one of the most important things that you want to make sure you're doing is definitely making sure that you're getting in on those takedowns. And he's going to get the escape there is Conte, make it now 3-1. DeMari leads us. Parsippany.
Mary using his very, very good there to that escape.
Yeah, it was definitely very quick, too, in terms of how he was able to get through the escape. And now in that front headlock, there's DeMari again. He's going to finish up on that takedown. Should be able to finish it any moment. Gets the takedown, makes it now it's 6-1. As he's holding on for dear life there, definitely continuing to make that ride.
Trying to wear down his opponent here.
Yeah, and that's one of the things in the sport of wrestling, you know, obviously when you're on the top position right there too, it can happen. 10 seconds left to go in the first. DeMari leads it. It is 6-1. And he's going to get some back points there to end the first period, and what a way to end it. He's going to get, from our vantage point, looks like 2 swipes right there. Makes it now, it's 8-1.
You can get back up with 1 minute, 50 seconds. Trying to go for the takedown. Ref says no.
Again, we apologize for any delays and any technical difficulties we've had. We've had some issues with our camera, but right now Jared Van Allen is leading this. It's 4-4.
4-4. Whoa, what a maneuver there.
.45 seconds into the second. We'll see what he can try and do with that, but obviously throwing in those whizzers is definitely one of the best things that you want to do, especially as a defensive wrestler. If you know, like, the offensive wrestlers coming, then you want to be able to defend that.
Defending is very important because it helps you not give up useless points.
Right, exactly, and that's the most important thing. And they're going to stop it here with about 20 seconds left to go in the second. And they're going to go right into the center of the mat again.
No, I find that's interesting because you'd expect one to go down and try to get the free point rate, steal a point.
Exactly. Now they're both. Now you kind of see, like, the conservatism a little bit in this sport. Now you're just trying to see who's going to make a mistake first and who's going to counter off of it. And Koopa's near the takedown. He gets a takedown there, but that's going to be the end of the second period, and that's exactly what he ends it at with a 7-4 lead. But the coaches are looking like they want to be able to. Nope. Okay. All right. I thought for a second they were going to want to take a look at it and see what was going on with it, but they're all good here. So it's 7-4. Koopa leads us right now over Van Allen. Going to go neutral to start is Van Allen's choice.
Second place from Colombia,
And what were we saying earlier about, like, useless points like that, silly points?
Yeah, I mean, giving up a takedown right there at the end definitely makes the deficit bigger, of course, and now you got to work for a takedown, and you have 2 minutes to be able to work that.
2 minutes to be able to tie the score.
Should be able to finish it right there any moment, and Just needs to finish it up on that takedown right there. Just needs to finish it. Got the ankle trapped in there, but no, the official says no takedown yet. More than 30 seconds into the third.
And there he goes, he gets it.
It's gonna get stoppage. Nope, still wrestling. There's a lot of things when you're in these tournaments, there's a lot of things that goes on in the sport, so you hear a lot of whistles going on as Donald J. Brower is calling the third place matches, and we're calling our first place matches here. And stoppage right there for stalemate, I believe, from our vantage point. We're going to go, minute 9 left to go. It's 10-4 right now. Cooper leads it. He gets the takedown. Leads it 10-4 here in this first place match.
1 minute left to go.
On the 113-pound weight class.
1 minute left to go. Cooper's got to find a way to be aggressive here and get the points back.
Wrestlers, please come to the main
He's just getting a little bit high here, and Koopa's got to be careful that he doesn't get anything from that. And, you know, as I say that, of course, it gets the reversal for Van Allen. Leads it now. It's 10-6 now. 43 seconds left to go in the third. And he's just going to cut Koopa. Going to get a takedown of his own here, too. Really, realistically here, with 30 seconds left to go, he's got to hurry up and get a takedown, cut him, get another takedown. It could take this match into overtime, but Koopa's been the most aggressive one so far in this bout, of course, and it looks like it's going to kind of pay dividends right here as we're under 20 seconds to go in the third.
I think he'd be just content to probably ride this one out, too, here and get a championship victory.
Number 2, 132-pound third place match.
5 seconds to go. And Koopa.
And from Hanover Park, Kyle Dunn.
And Koopa's on to win this bout and win the championship for the 120-pound weight class.
Congratulations to him. Be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit the little like below on our stream for today, and be sure to also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Do you want to become a sponsor? Why don't you go ahead and you can become a sponsor. All you have to do is just fill out that black box right here with the red text of your logo here in the red text, and you can fill out the sponsor form, or you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you in 24 hours, and we can definitely be able to help you out with all of your business needs. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Warm Coffee. Getting in on the takedown there. Of course, we're talking about Ray Fonte from Mendham and Andrew Mesa from Madison High School.
Already 2 takedowns here, making it 6-2 early.
Manville, excuse me, from Manville. Not Madison, Manville. So Fonte already up at 6-2. He gets in on those 2 quick takedowns, makes it 6-2, and he's going to try and spin from behind and see what he can do there.
Again, using those takedowns and getting them early, like you mentioned, bang, takedown, cut, bang, takedown, cut, getting 6 points right off the bat very quickly.
Absolutely, and Fonte is one of those solid wrestlers for Mendham, you know, definitely in his senior season too. You know, obviously a lot of great things that Fonte's done. He was a state qualifier from a year ago and is returning for the Mendham Minutemen and definitely trying to carry on the legacy. He gets that other takedown. Now it's 9-3.
And he gets another one, making it 12-3.
And it gets the escape. We're already in major decision territory with a minute left to go in the first. So really after 1 minute, it's kind of crazy to think about. You're already in the major decision territory.
Yeah, it's been so fast. It's been incredible.
Yep, exactly. Everything like that goes by pretty quickly. Gets the other takedown. It's 15-4. 43 seconds left to go in the first. And Fonte's just going to play the takedown game here. Just work for the tech fall. He gets another takedown. That's what a lot of times you'll see from these good wrestlers. You'll see a lot of times they like to get the takedown and play the takedown game if they can't get the pin right away, or just get those kind of practices as Fonte's putting Meza to his back.
The back time here, that's pretty much, yep, and he gets a stick.
He gets the pin right there, and Ray Fonte is your champion here at the 11th annual Laker Holiday Tournament. Congratulations to Ray Fonte of Mendham.
Great job, buddy.
Be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit that like button down below on our stream, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Now, I know coming up here at 132 pounds, definitely one we were looking at for sure is Jason Krastowski from Butler and Ozzy Saldarini from Parsippany. And Krastowski, one of the great wrestlers here for Butler, is on a mission this year in his senior year. His brother Justin, who graduated around the COVID time frame, was a state place winner for Butler, and now trying to carry on that legacy is his younger brother, and we'll see what he can do throughout the course of the season as Krastowski gets in, gets that takedown, makes it 3-0.
Brotherhoods in wrestling, there's nothing like it as he gets a quick takedown.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that you can see as far as, you know, the brother wrestling, the brotherhood wrestling, and the cousin wrestling. Like you see it so often in the sport of wrestling, and it just carries on like the momentum and tradition a lot of times. So it's kind of nice to see.
The holidays coming up. Gotta love talking about family and being there for everybody we love.
Getting in on those back points there is Krastowski. And he's going to get some back points there. Should extend the lead right there. He's got 4 right there holding. Got 4 back points coming his way. Makes it 7-0. 30 seconds to go in the first period. And now trying to lock up the cradle there is Krastowski. He's going to get the back points there. He's got the cradle locked up, 15 seconds to go. From our vantage point, doesn't look like he's going to get the stick, but he's going to earn some more back points there. Make it now, it is 11-0.
Right out the gate, very quickly getting those 11 points.
Exactly. And
On deck, mat number 2.
at the end of one period, Jason Krastowski of Butler is going to lead this. It is 11-0.
Now you notice Krastowski at the end of the period didn't let him go to get the point. Didn't let him get the escape point.
Yep, absolutely. And, you know, definitely working on his wrestling moves and definitely working out. Now he's going to get a bottom here. See what he can do here as Saldarini is going to cut Krastowski, make it 12-0. Krastowski, all he needs is just one more takedown, and then and it's getting stoppage right there for some blood time. So while we're doing that, let's talk about our sponsors. Do you own a local business? Why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities left for the 24-25 season. All you have to do is just hit that little black box right there with the red text that says your logo here, and you can fill out the sponsor form, or you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com, so that way we can make you the star of the show and be advertised here at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. As we get ourselves reset here, all Krastowski needs is just one more takedown, and he'll win this in tech fall fashion.
But with that one fall, Sardini's got to be very aggressive here and possibly even try to get a stick if he wants to win.
Yeah, and I think really in this kind of momentum, obviously, you know, definitely just want to get the points that you can. He's going to get the takedown. He's going to win this one. It's 15-0 tech fall there for Jason Krastowski of Butler. And he wins it here over Ozzy Saldarini from Par Hills. Congratulations to him. Be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Like and subscribe for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. James Clarke and Mark Sirdashney here on the call, here at the 11th annual Laker Holiday Tournament here at Mountain Lakes High School. We're at 138 pounds now, and we have from Mendham High School, we have Brad Chesniak and Lally from Wayne Valley, and he already gets in on the quick takedown, and the 4 back points makes it 7-0 here with less than 30 seconds into the first.
30 seconds right away.
Wrestlers, please come to the table and get your medals.
And continuing on that fashion there is Lally from Wayne Valley. Gonna see what he can do there, and he gets the tilt thrown in. Nice job by him. And we'll see what he can try and do there. Nothing going there, no back points given there at this point in time right now.
A little surprised he didn't give him at least one. I thought he was back enough for it.
No, it wasn't too much of that back exposure, so he wouldn't get anything out of it. So that happens quite often when you think about it.
And your champion at 126 pounds from West Forest Mendham, Rafe Bate.
Now trying to work on that tilt there is Lally. He's trying to break down the base there of Jesniak of Mendham, and now he has that half Nelson thrown in there. This is a common wrestling move that you see from wrestlers. That's one of the most basic moves that you learn when you first get into the sport of wrestling. Now throwing in that tilt there, trying to see if he can lay back there and get some points, and only getting that one swipe, and that's all, so no back points given there for Lally. 15 seconds left to go in the first. And they go out of bounds, make it 8 seconds to go in the first. Get a reset here at the center of the mat.
Only 5 seconds here. You got to be able to make something happen.
And at the end of one period, it is going to be Lally of Wayne Valley. He leads us 7-0. It's going to be the flip of the coin. It's going to be Jesniak's choice. Going to defer, and Lally's going to go neutral. And, you know, in these early season matches, you see a lot of coaches nowadays, you don't really see them just do the bottom or top positions. Now they like to go neutral, because now it's with that change of the 3-point takedowns and the 7-point moves, it's crazy. And it really built up on momentum and scoring rather quickly.
With all the quick scoring and all the early momentum, it's harder and harder for the defending wrestler to come back in a bout.
It does make it harder to come back, but at the same time too, in certain situations, it could also make it even easier to come back. Whereas like before, like with the old scoring, it wasn't like that, and that made things a little bit more difficult. So it's 10-0 here for Lally as he got that takedown. He's gonna try to work on from his top position there and see what he can do, but Jesniak doing a good job of keeping it in bounds there with that knee, and that's the nice part about the new change of the rules and everything in high school wrestling now. It's basically just college out of bounds now, so that makes it really nice. We'll get a restart at the mat, the center of the mat here. Make it 1:01 left to go in the second. And we'll see if he can try to get a tilt right there.
He does.
Nope, he rolled right through, so no back exposure right there for him, so he's not getting any back points out of it. And we'll see if he can continue to try to get that. Now he's got that single leg thrown in there. It should be near the takedown.
And he gets it.
Makes it 13-1 now after the escape right there. And they're going to get back on top. And now we're going to get a caution there from the official. And a lot of times when you're not putting that arm right there on the elbow, they'll call that for caution. So it's like you get 2 warnings, and you do it a 3rd time, then it gives the other opponent a point. In case if all of you at home didn't know that. So
a simple 3-strike system.
Yep, pretty much. That's a good way to look at it, good strategy to look at it.
Final results for the
20 seconds left to go in the second.
In 3rd place from
I'd be content to ride this one out if I were.
Well, I think that's something that they're both going to end up doing, but I think really Lally really wants to be able to get the turn here and end this match early. He's got at least, he's got 3 right there, and that will end it. And Lally of Wayne Valley, he's going to be your 2024 Laker Holiday Champion here at 138 pounds. And that's the end of that match right there. And that will be a win there for Wayne Valley at 138. Moving on to 144, but before we do that, today's sponsors is presented by Denville Dental, Koha and Son Landscaping, and Mountain Lakes Motors. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of Garden State HSWrestling.com. James Clarke and Mark Sirdashney on the call here at Mountain Lakes High School, bringing you the finals matches here at the Laker Holiday Tournament, whereas Donald Brower is covering the third place matches. If you want to tune into the third place matches, he is on the call over on the third place matches. But coming up here at 144 pounds, we have Noah Zindaki of Wayne Valley and Joey Tantawa from Hanover Park. So another Wayne Valley wrestler, another Hanover Park wrestler in the finals.
Very interesting to see the exact same schools in both rounds.
Well, definitely. I mean, that's the sport of wrestling. I mean, it's individual, but it also can be a team sport. And as far as individuals go, like, you know, if you're a really solid squad and you have really been dominating like a team tournament like this, that's tough that you see that happen. So
150-pound third place match from Newton, Mason Bucci, and from Pequannock, Gavin
Both
Williams.
men sizing each other up here early.
yeah, these are one of the two more solid wrestlers, obviously, for both of these teams. I know Noah Zindaki had a really nice season from a year ago for the Wayne Valley Indians, and definitely is poised to have a nice season as well. And Joey Tantawa, too, one of the other solid wrestlers for Hanover Park, too, that, you know, definitely gets the attention that he deserves, too, as Zindaki gets in on that takedown. And a nice little mat return there by Zindaki.
That was very, very nice indeed by Zindaki there.
25 seconds to go in the first.
I haven't seen a move like that, I think, do commentary here. That was very, very, very impressive.
Yeah, and that's something about wrestling is that, you know, the coaches and teams always preach about mat returns and the importance of mat returns. Gonna get the escape there. It's 3-1. Gonna go into the second period. And after one period, it is 3-1. Noah Zindaki of Wayne Valley leads this. It's gonna be Tanoi's choice. He's gonna go, yeah, he's going bottom right away. He wants to get that point and definitely get the free point early. But sometimes, really, when you're choosing bottom, it's one of those things, too. Sometimes it's not always the most easy with getting out. There's some wrestlers that I've seen before that are not the greatest on the bottom, not always the greatest on top, but they can be so dominant on their feet. And working on that tilt there is Zindaki, but no points have been rewarded. And he's going to get, looks like he's going to get 4 swipes right there. Nope, only 2. And the escape there makes it now 5-2. Zindaki leads this.
It's like you mentioned when Zindaki, like with the people getting on the bottom, some people wrestlers are really good at working that. Some brothers are better than others.
Yeah, I mean, that's just one of the things, and obviously, you know, and now with the change of the scoring and things like that, now you want to be able to really build up and work on it a lot better. I was talking with some coaches last night at that PCTI Clifton match, and after talking with the head coach from PCTI after they won it last night, he said that's the thing that, you know, many coaches around the state are working on now, is we're working on our takedowns. We're choosing neutral to practice on our takedowns and working on defending them, and that's what you need to do now, because the changing of the score makes a big difference now. It makes a lot of wrestlers, we've talked about it a lot in the past, we've talked about it in other streams, and that makes wrestlers want to wrestle, and that's what you want to see. You want to be able to build up on the sport, and you want to make it exciting for everybody.
It makes it exciting and helps it grow.
Exactly, and now the sport of wrestling is speeding up, of course, too, so now it's getting more and more advanced each year that we see it, with wrestlers going to all sorts of different, you know, activities, and they're going to different clubs and they're getting different workouts in and things like that. Now it's building up rather quickly. So now you want to be able to reward them by getting them more points. And, you know, as we say that, Zindaki's already up. It's 11-4 right now, and it's a solid matchup between the two so far. And we have less than 10 seconds to go in the second.
Third place, from Manville, Justin Murillo.
And
In
no
second place,
takedown's going to be rewarded there.
from
If
West
it would have been
Forest
just a couple of more
Metro,
seconds, they would have gotten it, but nothing doing there for
and
him.
your champion at 138
It's 11-4.
pounds,
Zindaki leads us over
from
Tanoi
Wayne
from
Valley,
Hanover Park, and
Dominic
Zindaki's
Lally.
going bottom.
Tanoi almost had it, like you mentioned. If you had a couple more seconds, I think he would have gotten a takedown. I made it, gave him 3 points.
He would have had to turn the other way. He would have had to turn extremely quick to be able to do it, though. And that's kind of like as far as talking about momentum, that's something that he would have had to done very quickly and early on. But we're going to get a caution there on, I believe that was Tanaway that got that. And finishing up on that is getting that escape there is Sindaki as he chose bottom. Makes it now it's 12-4. And trying to finish up. Not really a great shot right there by Sindaki. Wasn't really like in that kind of predicament to get anything out of it. So, but they're going to break apart a little bit, and hand fighting going on there for both wrestlers. And Tanaway trying to see if he can finish it, but a nice headlock thrown right there by Sindaki. Gonna get the 3-point takedown. See if he gets back points out of it, but nope, only just a takedown right there. Oh, nope, he did get back points right out of it too, so a 18-4 lead here for Sindaki, and Sindaki really could just cut him right here and then get the takedown, and this match would be over. And that's probably that's exactly what he's gonna do.
He cuts him early, and if he gets the takedown here, it's all over.
Exactly. 18-5 right now. Sindaki leads this.
Tanaway fighting and defending with everything he has in order to prevent that takedown.
Yeah, and like I said too, working on the defense is definitely extremely imperative now in the sport. And now Sindaki gets a takedown. He's going to win it. He's going to be your 144 champion here at the Laker Holiday Tournament. Noah Sindaki of Wayne Valley. Congratulations to him.
On deck, mat number 1. 157-pound first place match.
Be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, GardensAHSWrestling.com, on X, GardensAHSW, and on Instagram, GardensAHS Wrestling. Like and subscribe down below on our YouTube page, and let us know all the streams that we like. Give us feedback, tell us what we like and everything. And you know, it's your team, it's your county, it's your site, GardensAHSWrestling.com. We're here at the 150 bout now. We have August Katz from Columbia. And we have Charlie Shadow from Ridgewood, and getting in on that takedown early is Shadow from Ridgewood. Makes it 3-0. Let's see if he can try and finish that and try to maintain control there on Katz. Katz was also another solid wrestler for Columbia a year ago for the Columbia Cougars, and should be poised to have another good season here in his junior year. Columbia's got a couple of really good wrestlers to keep an eye on this year, with Van Allen being one of them and Katz being the other as well too. So they'll have a nice individual season as Shadow has the control of that leg.
Using the control and trying to escape the takedown here from Katz here.
And that's something that you definitely want to make sure that you're being able to do. And Katz has control. He doesn't have control yet. He hasn't let go of anything just yet. Is Shadow. He's been holding on pretty tightly onto that.
On deck, mat number 2.
Rolling out of it is Katz. And stall warning there on Shadow. The first stall warning that we've seen, which we haven't seen that many of them today, really, as far as stall warnings go. So that's the first one, at least for what we've seen in this final. As both wrestlers continue, 30 seconds left to go in the first period. With Shadow leading this, it's 3-0. And now throwing in that half Nelson there, Shadow, but trying to get out of it is Katz, and near the takedown, near the escape rather, is Katz, but great job by Shadow for just holding on. 5 seconds to go in the first. He's gonna hold on here unless if he gives up anything and they go out of bounds. 1 second left to go in the first.
Very impressive by Shadow. They're not letting him escape, holding on to that leg there.
It's extremely impressive with how he's been able to ride Katz out for, at least for the rest of this period, and that will be imperative to see how he does going into the second period. And he's given a caution there on Shadow. And after 1 period, Shadow leads this. It's 3-0.
Shadow's got to be careful there with the cautions. You can't give a free point up like that because that can help. That would help Cats here build some momentum possibly.
Yeah, definitely. And even though that's only the first warning that he has right now, the second one would be another warning. And then if he does it again, which you don't see it very often, but it does occasionally happen. It can be a deciding factor, but you don't really see it that often. And Cats is on top of Shadow as Shadow chose bottom to start. 10 seconds into the second period. Shadow leads it. It's 3-0. And hooking onto that leg there, throwing in that one leg there is Cats and has the power half thrown in there. And trying to break out that base there is Shadow. We'll see if he can try to turn into Cats. And Cats holding on here, but he's getting a little bit hot, getting a little bit sloppy on top. And I think Shadow's going to be able to sneak out from the back door. He has control of the leg now on Cats. And a nice single leg there. He's gotten a sweep. He's going to try and trip him back down. Going to get the reversal. As both wrestlers continue to wrestle, and it gives up the escape, and it's 5-1.
Very, very impressive sequence there.
You can tell both these wrestlers definitely are mat wrestlers for sure, because a lot of the excitement has been on the mat and not so much in the neutral position. And we'll see what happens here. But Cats needs to get a takedown. He needs to be the aggressor. He's trailing already. It's 5-1, so he needs to be the aggressor.
And if he wants to be the aggressor here, he's got to get a little low here. And there he goes, trying to go for it.
And the length of Cats as well too is, as we say that, he's trying to sneak out and see if he can try to sneak from behind there. He throws in, and he has a near the takedown. He has he has something locked up there. He looks like he's got the near side cradle locked up here. He should be near the takedown. He's going to get the takedown at least, which is good for him in this case. Now we'll cut the deficit to 5-4 now. 10 seconds to go in the second. And after 2 periods, August Cats of Columbia trails it 5-3 with Charlie Shadow leading this from Ridgewood.
The ref there flashed too. He's getting used to the new rules himself.
Yes, I think it's by the time we get down to states, I think it's going to be until the states time when everyone's going to start getting it right. Like I was saying last night to Don on the call last night, you know, when people shout out 3 or you still hear the 2, and you know, it doesn't really roll off the tongue very well, and it's going to be a while until it gets there, but Cats is going to choose bottom to start.
I think the crowds will get there eventually.
Oh, they do. I mean, listen, the one thing you got to know about New Jersey wrestling is that we love wrestling here. That's our thing. And the escape makes it all tied up at 5, and Cats trying to see if he can try to get from behind, but grabbing onto that leg there is Shadow.
Grabbing onto that leg and not letting go anytime soon.
One of the most important things as well for this, and seeing if he can try and dip down. And Cascade has to watch out too, because he could be near the defensive pin as well too, which is very well possible of happening. And getting that takedown, sneaking out from the back door, Shadow makes it now 8-5. Minute 10 to go in the third.
Shadow finding ways to build the momentum back up in his favor here.
And it's going to get caught right there. Going to get stopped for potentially dangerous. 59 seconds left to go in the third period.
Let's see if Cats can get that quick escape and then try to go for another takedown to take the win here.
Yeah, I mean, that's very well possible. That's something that could definitely happen. As Cats is trying to sneak out and see if he can get something out of it. He'll get near the reversal at least. I mean, it's near it at least, but nothing doing there. It's still maintaining control is Shadow. Still maintains control. And grabbing onto that leg there on Cats is Shadow. He tried to get through like that tilt there, the farm arm tilt there coming from behind, but it wasn't working there. And now it's a stall warning there on Shadow, like we've talked about earlier. Makes a big difference. Now 8-6, and all it needs to be is just a reversal or an escape and get a takedown and you win it. And, you know, Cat's got to go.
Cats has got to be quick here. He's only got 15 seconds left.
And another stall point right there on Shadow, and all of it needs is just a reversal. And he will win it, and he gets it right there at the end. He gets a takedown right there as time expires, and Cats of Columbia is going to be your Laker Holiday champion at 150. What a crazy way to end the match for sure.
It's like we brought up, those caution points really cost Shadow in the end.
The stall points definitely made a big difference for sure. So great match, great respect for both wrestlers. And follow us on social media on Facebook, GardensAHSWrestling.com, on X, GardensAHSW, and on Instagram, GardensAHSWrestling. Like and subscribe on our YouTube page for all of your wrestling needs. It's your teams, it's your county, it's your site, GardensAHSWrestling.com. I'm James Clarke with Mark Sirdashney here at Mountain Lakes High School in Mountain Lakes, New Jersey, bringing you the live action tonight here at the Laker Holiday Tournament. We're here at 157 pounds now, where we have from Hanover Park, we have Joey Borello. And for Ridgewood, we have Brody Perlman. Gets the takedown there is Bolero, makes it 3-0. Going right into the center of the mat yet again. We'll get the center to the mat right there.
Let's see if Perlman here can get an escape early and get another 3-point.
Which very well could happen. You never really do know. I mean, that's the sport of wrestling. Things can happen in a change of moments, but even though it's still early in the match, definitely want to fight up in the momentum, and a nice little return there by Borello.
We definitely saw earlier that things can happen. You never know.
Exactly. A minute left to go in the first. I mean, Hanover Park definitely has had many good wrestlers, solid wrestlers come through the program throughout its history. And now he locks up a cradle there is Borello. He's going to get at least 3 back points. He's going to get 4 back points. 7-0. Can't get used to those back points yet and how quick they come. And we're going to go out of bounds there for both wrestlers. And we'll go right into the center of the mat. As both wrestlers get themselves set and ready to go. 7-0 lead here for Borello. 30 seconds left to go in the first. And trying to get out from there is Perlman from Ridgewood.
And he does.
Gets the escape, and now he'll work in on his own takedown and cuts the deficit now to 3. It's 7-4. 10 seconds left to go in the first.
Very solid from both men starting out here. A lot of quickness and a lot of agility.
Yes, absolutely. And that's something that you kind of see a lot of times in like these lower and middle weights. You see a lot of the agility, you see a lot of the flexibility that they all have, and they're hard wrestlers. They keep going hard, and they're hard to take down. And we go into the second period. It's a 7-4 lead here for Borello.
If you get an escape here and you get a quick takedown, you'll be right back in it.
Final results of the 150-pound weight class. In third place from New
It's the escape there.
Mason Bucci.
Brings them right down to the mat.
From Ridgewood,
And
Shadow, and
going to get the reversal. And now he's going to get back points on his own. There is Perlman trying to seek out there. Oh my goodness, that's a nice little readjustment that Perlman was able to do. And we'll see if he can get the pin here. And he does. Brody Perlman of Ridgewood is going to be your 157 champion here at the Laker Holiday Tournament. Congratulations to him. impressive performance, being down 7-0, coming back and getting a pin. Great job by him.
What a way to turn the match around from literally and physically.
If you own a local business, why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities left for the 24-25 season. All you have to do is just see that little black box right there with the red text. All you have to do is just click on that, and you can be able to fill out the sponsor form, or you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Let us make you the star of the show. We are the premier high school wrestling company. There's no question about it. Today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. James Clarke here, along with Mark Sirdashney here at the Mountain Lakes High School, bringing you the action of the finals in the Laker Holiday Tournament, and Donald J. Brower is filling in on the third place matches on the other mat if you want to tune into that stream. We are here at 165 pounds now. We have Gabriel Salanini from Whippany Park, and we have Alexander Perez of Wayne Valley.
Now, 165 pounds is where the matches really start to get interesting, in my opinion. You have both a mix of weight and speed.
They absolutely do, and height advantage makes a big difference too. Like, you could definitely tell like the height advantage here with the Whippany Park wrestler of Salanini and Perez definitely makes a big difference, but that doesn't always make a big difference there. Sometimes it's just about the skill, and if you're able to overcome with skill. And a point right there already given. I don't know if that was a flea in the mat call or a penalty point. That must have been a flea in the mat call there. I must have missed it early on, but 1-0 lead here.
We talked about the height advantage earlier. David and Goliath taught us that height doesn't always matter in a match.
It doesn't.
Or in anything, really.
No, it really doesn't, and especially in this sport of wrestling, it really doesn't. And, you know, I mean, it definitely helps, for sure, in a lot of matches and a lot of circumstances, but it's not always the case. And we have some stoppage right here right now. I don't know if it's for blood or if it's – nope, okay. So they were just cleaning some stuff up. I guess they were just kind of saying, calm down. It's a match right here, early season holiday tournament. I think it was just kind of calming down everybody, just making sure everybody was okay and not get too crazy here in the early goings of the season. And getting in on that takedown is Perez, and he has the single. Trying to block it off there is Salanini. And no points given there, and was blocked off by the Wizard. Nice job by him.
Again, another stoppage. A lot of emotion here in this early season tournament, clearly.
Obviously, definitely. And now let's go ahead while we're doing that. Do you own a local business? Why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. All you have to do is just hit that little black box that you see right here on your screen with the red text that says your logo here and fill out the sponsor form, or you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'd like to take the time to thank our sponsors for today, and they are the following: Denville Dental, Cohut Sun and Landscaping, and Mountain Lakes Motors. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage, as well as Performance Trophies and Medals and Forum Coffee as well.
We love all of our sponsors. Thank you so much for helping us do what we do.
Should be cleaning up here any second. I think we should be getting ready to go. I think they're just kind of cleaning up there. Looks like a little bit of blood and trying to clean up some things. So I think we should be getting ready to go here any minute, any second here at least.
Early on, both men working with a lot of emotion, as we can clearly tell, as we brought up earlier. A lot of emotions here, early season tournament. A lot of things going on. They're probably both really excited to be here and in the finals.
Yeah, definitely, and that's the most important thing. But all right, I think we're getting ready to go. I think they were just talking to the head table.
On deck, back to
Should be good to go.
175-pound third
Still
place
neutral,
match.
21 seconds left to go in the first.
Hernandez, and from Newton, Aaron Stone.
And going in, trying to get on that shot. 10 seconds left to go in the first. And that arm drag there by Perez and the elbow pass. Nice job by him for being able to do that. And that's the end of one period. It's a 1-0 lead. defers for Perez defers. Salanini is going to go bottom to start the second period. See what he can try and do here as he tries to roll on through. See if he can try to work a Granby or trying to get something out of that. But breaking down the base there is Perez, and trying to get a roll through there is Salanini.
Perez not giving anything up yet.
Nope, not yet, and he is the offensive wrestler, so he definitely wants to be able to get control. He wants to be able to turn him right there and then, and just wait for the opportunity, and that's one of the things. And he's just a nice little Granby there by Salanini, but more importantly, though, for Perez to be able to follow through with that is extremely important to be able to do, and that's important to do when you're in those kind of positions and you're getting ready for a Granby move like that, like a big move like that. It can be a little bit dangerous to do. And now breaking down, nice job, nice mat return there by Perez.
Perez once again showing that height does not affect him all that much, being able to keep up.
Exactly. As both wrestlers go out of bounds, 53 seconds left to go in the second.
Perez keeping up with the Gambis here. Just good, rolling.
Yeah, the Granbys are, I mean, that's something that you see a lot of times. It's more so in the high school level than you really do in the youth level. You see a lot of in the youth levels, you see there's a lot of like basic stuff, but in high school it definitely gets to be more advanced and harder to defend as you get into high school. It's definitely different. And going out of bounds, near the out of bounds line are both wrestlers, and getting that escape is Salanini. And we're all tied up at 1 here in Perez. And nope, no takedown. Finished right there. It's going to get stopped here for injury time. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about our social media. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardensAHSWrestling.com, on X, GardensAHSW, and on Instagram, GardensAHSWrestling. Like and subscribe for all of your wrestling needs. And let us know of all the streams that you like for us to do. And if you would like us to come out and then cover your matches, let us know on our website and be able to fill out a form. And we can definitely try and put together the best coverage for you as possible as well. We are the premier high school wrestling coverage for sure. That is no question about it. And we can bring out the crew with whatever you guys want. It's your team, it's your county, and it's your site, GardensAHSWrestling.com. If you own a local business, well, why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. So all you have to do, if you see that little black box right there with the red text that says your logo here, all you have to do is just fill out the sponsor form and just fill out your information as far as what you would like for us to, for as far as your business goes, or you can email admin@GardensAHSWrestling.com. Our sponsors for today are the following: Denville Dental, Cohuts and Sun Landscaping, and Mountain Lakes Motors. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, and the Harrington Companies, the official sponsors of GardensAHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage, along with Performance Trophies and Medals and Forum Coffee.
We love all of our sponsors here at Garden State Wrestling for helping us do what we do.
James Clarke here on the call with Mark Sirdashney here at the 11th annual Laker Holiday Tournament. And we're looking like it's going to be, yep, everything's all cleaned up. I think they're all ready to go. And we'll get right back into the center of the mat. We have 26 seconds left to go in the second. Just making sure that everything's all set with the clock.
Now, I think that injury happened there because there was a big shot to near the eye, and I think they were just checking to make sure his eye was okay.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about the head table. I think they're also making sure that the time is set and ready to go, and everybody's ready to go. We know what the injury was, but we wanted to make sure that everything was all set for the head table. 15 seconds left to go in the second. And trying to get in on a shot is Salanini. And is he going to get that takedown right at the edge? And he is. Perez is going to get that takedown right at the end of the second period. Perez leads it. It is 4-1.
Now, how will we take that into the third period is the question.
Well, we're going to go neutral because the official's indicating we're going neutral to start the third period. And here we go, 2 minutes on the clock, ready to go. We'll see what Saloni can take advantage of here and get that takedown to tie it all up. And obviously try to win the match as well, too, with trying to get another one as well. So we'll see what he can do here. We'll see what the game plan is here and see if he can get out of it.
Game plan here seems to be hand fighting early.
And of course, trying to get on that shot there. But Saloni was just kind of, you know, a little bit sloppy there on a shot, and he'll try to readjust again. Now he's got both underhooks thrown in, and trying to work on a trip right there is Saloni. And Perez near the out of bounds. All body parts are out of bounds there. Minute 19 to go in the third period with Perez leading it. It is 4-1.
Perez is not letting, with both arms locked, not letting him trip him.
We'll see what he can try and do here. Minute 6 to go in the third. And stoppage right there, too, for, I think we're going to get some more injury time, I believe. Just trying to check in and make sure everything is okay with the Whippany Park wrestler of Salonini. And we're going to get, yep, looks like now the officials are talking. I think they're trying to figure out some things. I thought they were indicating injury time, and I think they waved it off. And I think that now it's the official timeout. And all right, now it looks like we're going to, we're going to get some injury time. So let's go ahead and talk about our social media. Follow us on social media on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram, GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit the little like button down below on the stream today, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs on our YouTube page. It's your team, it's your county, and it is your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. And if you own a local business, go ahead and become a sponsor. We still have some sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. All you have to do is just hit that little black box right there that you see on your screen with the red text that says your logo here. Click on it and fill out the sponsorship form. Or you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com for all of your business needs.
Third place match from Parsippany Hills, St. Martin.
And it looks like we're going to get, and it looks like that's going to be an injury default right there for Perez of Wayne Valley. He wins this one by injury default. But nice little defensive match there. The most defensive match that we've seen here today, so it was nice. It's something different to see. Now coming up at 175 pounds, we have Ronaldo Diagicapo from Mountain Lakes, the homer here. And for Pequannock, we have Dylan Ramiel.
What I think happened in the previous match was both men's heads collided and it created that's what created the injury there.
I think it was more of possibly a coach's decision. I think, especially like in these early season matches, like it's not like anything that you have to really, you want to be cautious on it, of course. So that was more of like a coach's decision to be done there. But both wrestlers getting ready at 175 pounds. Again, we have Ronaldo Diagicapo from Mountain Lakes, and for Pequannock, we have Dylan Ramiel. The match is on their way and ready to go. Diagicapo for Mountain Lakes had a really nice season from a year ago for Mountain Lakes, and is poised to have another really good season here too. And out in that front headlock position there is Diagicapo.
Diagicapo actually had a 2-minute 46 fall in the semis.
Yeah, definitely a lot of pins in the semifinals round for sure that made obviously the day go by pretty quick, but a takedown there for Diagicapo. Gets a 3-0 lead here. And getting that escape there is Ramiel from Pequannock, and it makes it 3-1.
Once again, going for the aggressive take here, letting Cunningham and trying to go for another takedown and get more points.
Absolutely. 40 seconds left to go in the first. And trying to get on that shot there is Ramiel. And could have had it there, but he didn't quite finish it. And that's something that you really have to do. If you're in that takedown like that and you're close to finishing it, you don't want to give any kind of, you don't want to be able to allow someone like DJ Capo to defend that. Now he's going to get the takedown. He gets some back points coming his way as well. Going to get a 2-swipe right there. It's going to make this now, it's 8-1. 5 seconds left to go in the first. And at the end of one period, it is an 8-1 lead here for DJ Capo. And the flip of the coin comes. It's going to be DJ Capo's choice. No, excuse me, Ramiel's choice. He defers, and DJ Capo is going to go. He's indicating to his coaches he wants to go top, I believe. No, excuse me, he wants to go bottom. Sometimes it's hard to see from our advantage point there to see where he's indicating, but from our vantage point, and obviously you look at the camera angle. But 8-1 lead here for DJ Capo. And breaking down the base there is Ramiel. Nice job by breaking down that base there on DJ Capo.
DJ Capo's trying to go something to be able to build that base back up.
Yeah, and that's something that he knows he needs to do. He's up 8-1 and knowing everything what's at stake right now for him. He wants to be able to get out of it. But he's just laying there on his belly there. Coaches are trying to indicate for him to be able to do it. And they get out of bounds. 1:14 left to go in the second. 10-1 lead here for DJ Capo as he gets the reversal.
Here we go, right back at it again. DJ Capo on top right now. Holding his position. Let's see what else we can do here.
And see what he can try and pull from that. And breaking down that base there is DJ Capo rolling through. Nicely done by him.
Nicely done there, counting Brandy again.
From Pequannock, Marco Carucci in second place. From Whippany Park.
And gets the pin there. DJ Capo gets the pin.
And your champion from
Hometown hero.
Nice job by him for getting the win here in his home gym is Ronaldo DJ Capo at 175 pounds. Congratulations to him.
Crowd exploded when he got the stick.
Absolutely. Be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, GardensStateHSWrestling.com, on X, GardensStateHSW, on Instagram, GardensStateHSWrestling. Like and subscribe for all of your wrestling needs throughout the state of New Jersey. It's your team, it's your county, it's your site, and it's GardensStateHSWrestling.com. We are the premier high school wrestling coverage in New Jersey. There's no question about it. Now we're going at 190 pounds now here at the Laker Holiday Tournament. We have from Manville, we have Trip Freetag and Sean Vandelinda from Wayne Valley. And another nice solid wrestler for the Wayne Valley Indians as well as Sean Vandelinda. And we'll see what he can do here in his senior season. And trying to switch up there. Nice job there by that single leg. And near the takedown, just needs more of the advantage point, and he gets the takedown, makes it 3-0.
Very impressive early on, controlling that single leg and dropping him to the mat.
See what he can try and do there and just break down that base. And both wrestlers are still right at the edge of the mat. And they're going to go out of bounds and going to get a restart here in the center of the mat with 1:09 left to go in the first. And we'll get the center of the mat going. And here we go. Van der Linde leads this one 3-0.
Just riding and holding it on here.
And just see if he can try to break down that base there, of course, as well. Gonna get some back points coming his, well, one swipe there. That's all. No other back points are given. And makes this still a 3-0 lead here for Van der Linde. See what he can try and do here. And we got less than 30 seconds left to go in the first period.
Both men have 30 seconds to try and do something here.
Yeah, they definitely got to get something going. Obviously, I mean, you know, still got 2 other periods too, so you can definitely work on whatever you can.
Christian Carter, and from Mendham, Ralph Lango.
And we got 5 seconds left to go in the first. And after 1 period, it is Van der Linde leads this one. It's 3-0 over Freitag of Manville. Going to be Van der Linde's choice, heat the first. And Van der Linde is going to go, nope, Freitag is going to take bottom to start the second period.
I'm willing to bet he wants to get a quick escape and get a quick point here.
Yeah, definitely. And now we got that caution there on Van der Linde. We'll see what he can try and do with that. Trying to break down that base there is Van der Linde. Let's see if we can get the mat return there on Van der Linde. Nice job. And he gets that, brings him right down back to the mat.
Mat returns have been very important throughout this whole tournament, I've noticed.
Well, it's definitely important in the sport of wrestling as a whole, too. I mean, if you're the top wrestler and you don't want to give up, like, the points that, obviously, from the bottom position, like a reversal or an escape, mat returns are extremely imperative, you know? So you definitely, that's something that coaches go over all the time with wrestlers, especially for those that aren't the greatest on top. And it just gives them, like, that extra practice and that extra push to kind of tire them out if you're able to get those mat returns. And Van der Linde has been doing such a nice job with being able to do that. And now he'll try to break it now. Nope, he's just going to cut him, make it 3-1, saying that, you know, at this point, let me just cut him and not get a desperation move right here early in the second period. And nice drag by there by Freitag is going to get the takedown. He leads it 4-3.
Very quick drag there. I don't think Van der Linde saw it coming.
Not at all, not at all. And that was something important too. You want to be able to squeeze by and get a very early, want to get a quick takedown. You want to be able to like throw your guy off out of bounds. You want to be able to kind of scare them at the moment and kind of throw them out of their realm of comfortableness. So,
I mean, hey, if I got my own dragged down and suddenly some guy was on my back, I'd be a little off my rocker.
Yeah, and that's something that Van der Linde got. He was kind of thrown off guard there with that, but that just shows in the sport of wrestling that you got to be ready at all costs, and that's extremely important to do. So now it's tied up here at 4, and Freitag trying to get in on that takedown, but Van der Linde is defending it nicely there off, and they go out of bounds.
And Alexander Perez from Wayne Valley, please come to the main table for your medal. Thank you.
Going to go right back into the center of the mat. We have under 30 seconds left to go in the second.
Now with under 30 seconds, I bet both men probably want to do something here to build some momentum going into the third period.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, what we've seen before right at the end of the buzzer in some matches, like, you know, definitely being able to be content and taking it into the third. But these guys have been extremely aggressive and definitely have been wanting to take advantage of every opportunity to get points where needed. But nothing is going to do there for either wrestler. And it's going to be a 4-4 tie heading into the third. It's going to be Van der Linde's choice. It's going to go bottom. 2 more minutes on the clock here in the third period, and we'll see what happens here in the third. We haven't really seen Freitag really do all that much from top, and we'll see what he can be able to do from top, if he can turn him or just cut him right there. And a lot of times you'll see this in a lot of matches throughout the season. Like, you'll see a lot of times, like, when matches are tied up like that, they'll want to give up the escape and try to get a takedown and give them 2 minutes to really work on a win. And it's usually a good decision to do because it's hard to ride somebody from top. And Van der Linde trying to see what he can do there, try to finish the takedown, and he's going to get the takedown, 3-point takedown. It's going to retake the lead, 7-4.
I think that should be 8-4 because they did not give him the point for the escape. But don't quote me on that.
Yes, it was 7. Yeah, it was 7-5. Yep, so it should be 8-4. You are correct. So they should be, yep, and they fixed it right up there. So it is 8-4.
Yeah, nobody's perfect on the scoreboard.
No, I think the other thing is too is I think a lot of clock people and referees are still trying to get used to the new scoring system now. So it's understandable. Now we got a stall warning there on free tag. As Van der Linde's just riding from top, seeing what he can do from the top position. And trying to get that Granby is free tag. Free tag.
Van der Linde just rolls right through though and says, "Nope, I'm not letting you go."
Now he's been doing good. I think Van der Linde's really, definitely been dominant on top, and that's what I was kind of thinking too as far as that goes. Like, obviously being able to ride out your opponent and try to see what you can do because he's been dominating on top the entire time. A lot of times of when he's been on top, and it's going to get him the victory here at the 11th annual Laker Holiday Tournament here, and he's your champion at 190 pounds. Congratulations to him. Be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, GSHSW.com, on X, GSHSW, and on Instagram, GSHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit the like button down below, and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. If your teams and counties, your site, GSHSWrestling.com. Today's broadcast is presented by our sponsors for today, and we'd like to take the time to thank them, and they are the following: Denville Dental, Koha and Son Landscaping, and Mountain Lakes Motors. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athlete Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's live wrestling coverage. James Clarke, along with Mark Sirdashney on the call. We are here at Mountain Lakes High School, bringing you the action of the finals here at the Laker Holiday Tournament. We're here at 215 pounds for Wayne Valley, another Wayne Valley wrestler. We have Adam Newfall from Wayne Valley, and for Ridgewood, we have Oliver Doran. And getting on that early takedown is Newfall, leads at 3-0, and getting some back points coming along his way as well is Newfall.
Then also the New Jersey State PBA tag.
And see if he can get the stick right here.
Trying to get the stick. Maybe he'll get it, maybe he won't. Either way, he's getting back points.
And he gets the stick right there. And Adam Newfall of Wayne Valley is your champion at the 11th annual Laker Holiday Tournament here at 215 pounds. Congratulations to him. Do you own a local business? Why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have some sponsorship opportunities left for the 2024-25 season. All you have to do is just hit that little black box right there with the red text that says your logo here, and you can fill out the sponsors form, or you can email admin@GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you in 24 hours, and we can give you the best coverage and the best sponsorships that we can give you during that time. We are the premier high school wrestling coverage in New Jersey. There's no question about it. And now we are here at 285 pounds. We have for Hanover Park, we have Aiden Hamilton of Hanover Park, and for Whippany Park, we have Leo Lima. And that's definitely one of the biggest things too about these two. Both crosstown rivals for between the two. Whippany Park and everything is one of the most important things as well. So definitely important right there.
Rivalries mean a lot of emotion.
Yeah, and they definitely do a really good job too. Obviously, these two. I mean, both the teams, both the programs have had some nice seasons over the years and everything. So, definitely important as far as that goes. So, definitely liking that for sure. And usually these heavyweight matches too. These are the most defensive matches that you'll ever see, of course. So.
Defensive, though, doesn't necessarily mean Soft, though.
No, not usually. And I honestly am one of the biggest defenders of defensive wrestling. As long as it's like defensive and it's not like just like plain out boring, like no one wanting to do anything. Like, you know, that's I kind of like defensive wrestling. I've always been a big fan of it, of like those low scoring matches, but some people might disagree with me on that.
Unfortunately, the rules certainly do. The rules want the guys to be aggressive and go for takedowns.
Well, I mean, you definitely want that too for the sport, and I absolutely agree with it. As Hamilton gets on that takedown, he leads it 3-0. 25 seconds to go in the first.
Final results for the 190-pound weight class. In third place, from West Forest Mendon, Paul Lebeau. In second place, from Manville, Trip Freytag. And your champion at
5 seconds left to go in the first period.
From Wayne Valley High School, Sean.
And after one period, Hamilton of Hanover Park leads this one over Leo Lima of Whippany Park. It's going to be Lima's choice here. It's 3-0 Hamilton. Lima's going to go bottom. He's going to go bottom to start the second period.
Got to see if you can get a quick escape here and try to go for or some way to get points.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, that's something in heavyweight wrestling that you'll see too. A lot of times, like, you know, you'll see a lot of those one-point escapes for both wrestlers. So it could either go into the ultimate ride-out or it can get into a pin extremely quick. And that's, like, one of the things about heavyweight wrestling is that it's very unpredictable. And it's still 3-0 here as Hamilton still maintains control.
Hanging already.
So we'll see what he can try and do there.
It's 5-0 here.
Yep, of course. 5-0 lead here for Hamilton. He leads it. 1:16 left to go in the second period.
Apologies about the scoreboard.
1:06 left to go in the second period. And we'll see what he can try and do with that. Less than a minute left to go. And both wrestlers, as he's trying to check back now, he's going to get some swipes there going on.
And is he going to get a stick here? Let's see.
See if he can finish it up there. And he gets the pin. And Aiden Hamilton of Hanover Park is your 2024 Laker Holiday Tournament champion at heavyweight. Congratulations to him. Be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook, GardenStateHSWrestling.com, on X at GardenStateHSW, and on Instagram at GardenStateHSWrestling. Be sure to also hit the like button down below on our stream and also hit the subscribe button for all of your wrestling needs. It's your team, it's your county, it's your site, GardenStateHSWrestling.com. Do you own a local business? Why don't you go ahead and become a sponsor? We still have sponsorship opportunities available for team pages and live stream coverage. So how do you do it? All you have to do is just hit that little black box right there that you see with the red text that says your logo here, and you can fill out the sponsorship form, or you can email admin at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'll get back to you in 24 hours, and we can definitely make you the star of the show here at GardenStateHSWrestling.com. We'd also like to take the time to thank our sponsors for today, and they are the following. We have Denville Dental, Cohut and Sun Landscaping, and Mountain Lakes Motors. And today's broadcast is presented by Champion Athletes Sports Nutrition, Apex Wrestling School, the Harrington Companies, Performance Trophies and Medals, and Forum Coffee, the official sponsors of GardenStateHSWrestling.com's broadcast of the 11th Annual Laker Holiday Tournament. As we get ourselves here to the Harrington Press box, James Clarke and Mark Sirdashney. So, Mark, just real quick, talk a little bit about what you saw today and the performance of the wrestling for today.
The wrestling here was very, very entertaining. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of things going on.
Of course, absolutely. I think it was a great day today of wrestling. Appreciated covering all the matches with you and everything, Mark. It was a pleasure. Listen, tomorrow we'll be at the Bloomfield Girls Tournament.